Hannah Storm wishing you a happy new year here at the 125th Tournament of Roses Parade. It will also be the day of the 100th edition of the granddaddy of them all, the Rose Bowl. Today, the Stanford Cardinal up against the Spartans of Michigan State. We are ensconced here, Hannah. We are deep in the heart of Sparty here in our vantage point. So what do you say we listen to the Michigan State Marching Band? Victory for MSU. Oh, boy, I tell you what. We have some happy folks here.
Well, yeah, considering it's 17 degrees in East Lansing, I think that's the high today.
They've traveled well. They've traveled well. Speaking of traveling, here they are. The Cowgirls Rodeo Drill Team from Norco, a second year in the parade. They were with us last year as well, marshaled by Michonne Bowen. And again, two constants, really, through the 125 years of this august institution. Roses, to be sure, but horses as well. In fact, the Tournament of Roses was founded by a riding group, the Valley Hunt Club. And so this, in the grand tradition of them, a rodeo specialty act. 12 women riding American paint or quarter horses and performing high-speed precision drill maneuvers. You'll notice they've dialed them back for the purposes of television this morning, and boy, do we appreciate it. And oh, my little one, she's packed down there somewhere in the masses. She was particularly happy to see the girls with all the flowers on the horses. Serena, that one is for you. They are resplendent, Hannah.
And Riley as well. Little girls and their horses. It's a lifetime love for some. And if you can tear your attention away from the adorable cats and dogs that you see here on this float, it's courtesy of the Beverly Hills Pet Care Foundation. Loving dreams, adopt a shelter pet. A serious message about the importance of adopting shelter animals, getting them spayed and neutered. Every year, millions of animals who could really bring a lot of love and joy to people as pets are instead euthanized because they haven't been able to find homes. Look at the floragraphs. They look like photographs. They are indeed photographs. Use photo prints on heavy plastic, then completely covered in seeds and flower petals in corresponding colors. Each panel takes about 140 hours to decorate by hand.
And we're seeing a lot of these in the years, in the last few years. This is really becoming, and you can see why, a real signature feature on a lot of floats, those floragraphs.
And I have to say that as a family, we volunteer a lot at pet shelters. It's a wonderful way for kids to do community service and to understand the value of all living things. And cause of pet adoption is the passion of the woman who created the foundation and sponsored the float. And we can't thank people like her enough. So Paula Kent Meacham, thank you for bringing us the awareness of this wonderful cause. Let's go back down. We haven't heard from old John.
No, we have not.
Check in with the mayor of Pasadena, John Nathan. John?
Thanks so much. You know, Ada Gates Patton is the first and only woman ever licensed to shoe thoroughbreds in America or Canada. She's with us because she's the official inspector of the equestrian units for the tournament. Ada, tell us a little bit about what do you inspect? What are you looking for?
John, I'm the horseshoe inspector. It's my job to make sure that all the horses are properly shod so they do not slip on the pavement. So I'm looking for traction devices, studs, borium nails, tungsten carbide. There are certain composite shoes, plastic and rubber, that keep the horses from slipping.
Is there special needs because they're marching for 6 miles on pavement?
Absolutely. It's very, very hard pavement. You want to have shoes that do not slip. A horse can go barefoot because his lamina adheres to the ground. But if you have a shoe on, you must have something that keeps them from not falling down.
And what about the crowds? What effect does the noise have on the horses?
Oh, these horses are real professionals. These are real parade horses. A normal horse would be rearing up and wheeling and bucking and running away. These horses are really trained to be with crowds and the parade.
It's a wonderful day, and thank you so much for your expertise.
Thank you, John.
Back to Josh.
Thank you, John Neighbor. And boy, that is terrific. Takeaway for you, America, takeaway. You know, there are all sorts of things to accomplish with floats, messages, whimsical and serious. And sometimes, as is the case with Trader Joe's, it's more of a why not. Dreams do come true. That's our theme of the parade this year. And Trader Joe's asking you to relish your dreams.
Oh, cute. I love this float.
It is. It is, in fact, delicious. And not just because that is a massive cheese city.
And
Do not adjust the audio. It is a massive cheese city. That's what it is.
you can really only see that under your stay in Pasadena. You don't get a lot of massive cheese cities around.
No, in fact, a massive cheese city making its way down Orange Grove Trailed. We'll hopefully see it by a pickle car. And that too, what you might think it is, it's a car inside a pickle that Hannah actually had a chance.
I did. I couldn't help myself on our float tour. I had to hop inside the old pickle car.
How could you? If we look back again at a wide view of it, you see that tower there in front, 40 feet high. That will actually have to get down under an underpass after it makes the turn onto Colorado. All of these floats need to get down to about 16.5 feet to get under that highway. So from 40 feet to 16.5 feet, technological marvels. And we want to show you some of the details, and why not? Along with the cheese, we have, oh yes, there they are, the pickle wedges. Are you a pickle wedge person on your hamburger?
After riding in the pickle car?
Yeah.
Yes, no, but I'm not sweet pickles.
No.
I like dill pickles. What about you?
I'm making a note to self.
Sliced
No sweet
dill
pickles.
pickles.
Sliced dill
Not
pickles.
wedges.
Yeah.
Some
You know
little
what I
slices.
need
What
for
about
my
you?
hamburger, actually? I need it animal style. And yes, In-N-Out, I am looking at you.
What a
Because we do want to point out, local institution, the Burger Joint of Yore, all of the participants here in the parade, they're marching for the enjoyment of millions. They're also marching towards a double-double. There could be no finer reason to walk 5.5 miles on New Year's Day. Thank you again, Trader Joe's. A beautiful, beautiful float.
Also a local Pasadena institution, Trader Joe's, emanating from these parts. This is from Kaiser Permanente, First Steps to Total Health. And this is the winner of the Lathrop K. Leishman Award for Most Beautiful Non-Commercial. I love that stork and that beak, which took hours and hours to decorate. It's just a magnificent creation. Thousands of orange lentils made that beak. It took 3.5 days, placed on, glued on individually with tweezers. Think about the patience that it takes to make these floats. The status, creating the blue colors on the coconut feathers. By the way, coconut is the softest substance that the float builders work with, and they love it because it makes their hands soft. There's a hobby horse here that we wanted to show you up close, just to give you a sense of the imagination that it takes to create, and also the infinite detail on these floats. The skin is flaxseed. He's decorated with kumquats and kidney beans with yellow straw flower, that yellow flower there. That's really the workhorse of the flower world. It's native to South Africa. The petals are dried, and then they're removed from the flower and placed in industrial blenders and then put on the float.
Wow.
Just a small portion of all of the work that it takes to go into the effortless beauty that we enjoy here in Pasadena.